Speaking of things costing so much, how about used cars? So that's how much it costs to drive a new car. What about buying a used car? So many people are, yes, having to go to used cars. Maybe you're one of them. If you need to buy a used car, let me just say, you need to have a lot of money. Check this out. Used car prices up 10.9%, so almost 11%. This is nationwide from last July. In Charlotte, we're doing a little better, but we're still too high. It is 8.6% higher now to buy a used car. That equals, on average, more than $2,600 for this used car. Okay, so what are the used cars with the biggest price hikes here in Charlotte? Are you ready for it? These are a lot more than the 8.6%. Take a deep breath. Mm-hmm. Toyota Prius.
Ooh.
If you want, and these are models like between 1 and 5 year old cars. Okay, 51.7% higher right now, and that is going to equal $10,428 more to spend on that used Toyota Prius. Well, if you want a Porsche Cayenne, nice car, right? This one is a 41.7% increase, but that totals $25,000 more than you would have spent had you bought this used car last year. It's shocking, right? The last one I'm going to show you is the Toyota RAV4 Hybrid. That one has jumped 32.6% since last July, which would equal a little less than $10,000 more than if you bought it just last year. So why is all this happening? That's really the question. Well, it's all down to that microchip shortage. So the less new cars can be made because they just don't have those microchips, then people who need cars are having to buy used, which is driving these prices up. So if you have to buy, avoid those cars. Avoid high demand vehicles and just be flexible when it comes to the color of the car and the options that are available. So yes, used car, need a lot of money. It's unfortunate, but true. So hopefully things will get back to normal at some point, right?
Yeah, hopefully so.
Because this is not sustainable.
Well, it's certainly a situation I don't think a lot of us have seen. And all those prices you mentioned, it's interesting. I had a neighbor talk to me, saw my car and went, "You should have sold that, like 3 weeks ago." And I hadn't thought about it. I was
telling the producer that. I was like, you should get rid of that Prius you've got there because you could make a pretty penny, but then you got to buy a car.
Right.
So you're in the same predicament.
I'll be riding my bike.
Exactly right.